So for thoughts, the transforming our mind is the spiritual part. That practice is the most important, right? Preliminary practice. So for thoughts, first one, the basic preliminary practice. Then we follow the uncommon preliminary practice, especially Vajrayana Tibetan tradition. The third is then we follow called special preliminary practice. So special preliminary practice is a meditate, love, compassion, bodhicitta. So that is actually the first one is starting this root text. Root text starting is the special preliminary practice. When I wrote the commentary, then followed by this basic preliminary practice, uncommon preliminary practice, then special preliminary practice. The reason is we have to know all this is different ways using preliminary practice. So after preliminary practice, then we went into the Yadam deity practice. So today we are in the second, actually main practice. Main practice has 3 different levels: Yadam deity, Guru Yoga, and Mahamudra. So we are in the first one, meditation and the deity yoga. Then deity yoga, we follow these 3 different aspects. So 3 different aspects is we finish the first 2 aspects. The first 2 aspects is we have to visualize very clearly Buddha vividly, right? So we can visualize Buddha clearly and purify impure perceptions, impure thoughts, and impure this mundane is transformed to the pure. And then second is we call the deity development is stable deity pride. So we practice the Yadam deity is called generation, self-generation. We must have to have a confident practice. The section is actually follow self-generation, but actually even you visualize the Yadam deity in front, you must have to have faith, confident. Buddha is there. You know, actually Buddha is always there, but we don't receive. The reason is our heart and the mind is not open. We don't have enough devotion. So no devotion, our heart, mind is not open, then we not receive Buddha is there. I share already the story like Asanga, you know. So like that, the story you just understand clearly what happens. Even Buddha is always there, we don't realize. Sometimes you practice para, Manjushri Chinreze. Manjushri Chinreze is always there, but we don't receive. The reason is that it's our problem. The one is our obscuration. Second is we don't have enough, you know, devotion and the connection. Something is like not enough. That's the reason we don't receive. Yeah. So actually, Buddha is always there 3 times, and all the time, 24 hours. When long as you're open mind, open heart. So that's the reason when you close eye, visualize Buddha, it's all Buddha is there. We must have confidence in that too. And then third is like deity pride. Okay, second one is deity pride. So of course, when we visualize Buddha in front, and we also ourselves visualize Buddha too. So we have to realize, visualize Buddha's nature and our nature mind is inseparable. It's the same nature, no difference. So that's why we see our nature is the same as Buddha. We are also can achieve to same as Buddha and the Yadam deities. If we practice the Yadam deity. And many practitioners already achieved that level. That's not only just in the book writing stories. many practitioners achieved complete practice Yidam deity. Then some teachers even achieve that, but students sometimes they don't have enough qualified, they cannot see that. See, qualified teacher, qualified student, they can feel, they can perceive that. Example, Marpa Lota, when he give empowerment rituals to Malarepa, so Malarepa can see directly the Marpa Lota is Charasambara. Marpa Lota is transformed, his whole body is transformed to the Charasambara and the Buddha Vajradhara, which Buddha's empowerment Marpa Lota performed the Malarepa, Marpa Lota can transform that Buddha. So Malarepa can see that directly. Yeah, so that means like already achievement, completion the practice Yidam deity. And practitioners can complete the practice Yidam. It's become Yidam deity and the personal practitioner is no difference, it's same level. So that's the achievement, yeah. Then this today, the third section, the third element of deity development stage practice is known as recalling the practice. So this section is a very important part. Actually, this section, each section of course very important, but this one also very important. If we don't know this section, then people always have confusions, misunderstands. Usually, the Vajrayana teaching is called the secret Mantrayana. Secret, sometimes like hidden text. Hidden means hide, not publicly show something, you know, giving for publicly. The reason is in this section, many people misunderstand. The Vajrayana deity has many different kind of form bodies, many different appearances. You can see so many different types of Yidam deity, Tanga, you know, like Rat 4, Union, Yam and the Yong, and also some animals heads, and very many diversity, different kind of, the many different in the hands, heads, so many different kind. If people don't know this symbolized meaning, then they're misunderstanding, they use wrong practice. That's why the third element of deity development stage practice is known as recollecting the practice. Means we have to know the symbolized meanings. If we don't know that, then we can get confused and misunderstand. Some people practice Vajrakalaya, they're only seeking power. They think, oh, I practice Vajrakalaya, oh, he has very powerful, subdued others, my enemies. So thing like that, using practice is become called wrong, misunderstand. Yeah, and sometimes they have a Yab and the Yom together, so people also misunderstand. Yab Yom, they don't know what meaning is symbolized. They use different method. And that's the reason this section, recollecting the practice, means like that we have to know the symbolized meanings. And behind there is a different meaning. So first one I'll share with you, Vajrakalaya example. The Vajrakalaya is Rat for deity. Rat for means like very strong energy. The Rat for is symbolized. Rat for is symbolized actually purify anger. You know, anger is not exist there. When you practice Rat for deity, you see the Rat for Yidam deity, oh, the already purify anger. Oh, then more higher level practitioners see, oh, anger is not exist. Anger is not exist, and anger is kind of like not really in exist absolute truth. That symbolizes, see, the wrath for deities. Then also, wrath for means like more passion and compassion, kind of like more energy, like what to say, someone has more energy and more kind of effort, so strong compassion. So that is the result is called wrath for deity. No relaxing compassion. So strong energy compassion is called wrath for apparent to wrath for deity. And then absolute truth, we don't have this anger. Absolute truth, anger is no exist. That symbolized meaning is wrath for deity. And also anger is already purified. That symbolizes also wrath for deity. And actually, anger, wrath for deity is no dualistic thoughts, no dualistic. The meaning is our perception, anger is emotion, bad for us. Compassion is good for us in the beginning level, our regular practitioners. But actually, who have realized absolute truth, anger is not bad and good. It's already there, no exist. So that kind of symbolizes wrath for Yidam deity. And then another is like Yun and Yav and the Yom. Yav is representative method, Yom is representative wisdom. See, all this practice, Buddhist Dharma, is part of method, part of wisdom. Subsumed in these two categories, method and wisdom. So that symbolizes called Yav and Yom. Then union meaning is method and wisdom is inseparable. So that symbolizes is called union, right? Also, the Yav Yom meaning is already purified attachment. No attachment. Attachment is not exist. That symbolizes too. Then Yav Yom also actually high realizers, the symbolizes natural mind. Our nature is clarity, is called part of a method, and emptiness is called wisdom. See, wisdom and emptiness inseparable. Natural mind, our natural mind, wisdom, emptiness, and method is inseparable. So clarity, emptiness is inseparable. That symbolizes called union, Yav and the Yom. So that kind, is symbolized, and this recollecting the practice means. And also then many different, this wrath for Yidam deity has symbolized. That everything has a different practice, mean, essence, something, showing the absolute truth. Showing this symbolize is showing the absolute true Buddha's quality. So what we receive and showing nature is different. So that's why here is the recollect and the practice. So now I'm going to share this section. This refers to turning in the dynamic energy of the play of appearances and emptiness. So recognize that the deity appears in form body display. So they have many different kind of display form body. So you see the like Vajaklaya Tanka has so many retinones in there. And then you see other tankas, everyone has different, so many retinones. All this form body has a different kind. Deity appear in form body display, but has never devoted from the nature of Dharmakaya. whatever you know, the form display, but actually all this Buddhas is in the no different from the Dharmakaya. Whatever appears form body, that's all actually comes from Dharmakaya. No different from the Dharmakaya. So same is like I can sit in the here office. This is the same as the Dharmakaya. Then you can all over the world, everybody can see. Right? You sit your home right now, you can see me there. So that is like kind of a display. It's this called the appears in form body display, but never devoted from the nature of Dhammakaya means like I'm not really have to move any place to go there. You know, I stay here, but form is comes there to your place. You can hear, you can see, right? Same like that. So Yadam deity is like never devoted from the nature of Dhammakaya, but form display is all the come to the 6 realms benefit other beings. This form body has a different kind form bodies. This all form body has a different kind, but actually source is Dharmakaya. No difference. See, this technology right now, you know, can explain very easily this Dharmakaya whole display all these form bodies. Even never devoted from the nature of Dharmakaya, but the appear in form body display all the different realms. So same as the just TV broadcast. The person don't have to go any place, right? I don't have to come to one like your individual home, but no, it's your individual each home. You can see me there directly. So like that, you can hear me there. Yeah. So then this meditation, this practice, clinging to the appearances of in external world and it is the contents as being rare and inherently existing is what is known as clinging to the rareness or self-nature of phenomena. So this practice antidote to clinging to the rare of self-nature of phenomena. Our mind is attached to this phenomena. The phenomena means actually everything. Subject, mind, object, or this, whatever we see things, everything is called phenomena. See, so our mind is clinging to the appearance of the external world. External world is whatever we see object, like our house, and also in this country, and all this, like all this, all universal, everything. So our mind is clinging, attached to that external world. And its contents as being rare and inherently existing. So then our mind is clinging, fixation to this world, then our perception, everything is rare for us. So those like inherently exist for us. Then that's the reason we are clinging, fixation, grasping to this world or this phenomena. Long as we have this grasping, fixation to this all phenomena, we cannot be liberated. That is the causes of samsara. Comes continually reborn again samsara. So this practice and the Mayamika practice method is different. Mayamika use method is an impermanent meditation. So we love all these external things recognize is impermanent. Then reduce attachment, reduce fixation to the object. Then Mayamika method is like check everything, investigating, or investigate. Then we see nothing is exist. Like example, table. Where is the table? The look to the table, you can take out all part or particles. The table is no exist. Then even the subtlest particles also no exist. So then we recognize this phenomena, form is no exist inherently. Realize that, then call recognition, selflessness of phenomena. So that's the direction is my Yaminka practitioners use like that kind of intellectually and follow the teaching. So usually my Yaminka teaching, when we study my Yaminka, intellectually understanding selflessness of person, selflessness of phenomena. Then we have to meditate and practice, realize the selflessness of person, become not attached to our body, not attached to anything. Our ma is gone. Selflessness of phenomena means realize all this, everything, outer universe, inner beings, recognize is everything is emptiness. Nothing is exist. So that is called realization. Then that is can be like become liberation. Buddhahood means like realize all this, everything is emptiness. So that's follow this like Mayaminka method. In this method is generation stage. Vajrayana method is recognize all these forms is Buddha. All these forms display of the Dharmakaya. So then if we think that, recognize, realize that, then no fixation to the object, no attached to the object. Become this all our attachment, grasping, fixation to all this object phenomena, they are released. One day we realize all the seeing form is Buddha, something like that. So that's the reason it's a clinging to the appearance of external world and its contents as being rare and inherently existing. So we have that thought is what is known as clinging to the rareness or self-nature of phenomena. Then we meditate, recalling the practice taught as an antidote to grasping at the self-nature of phenomena. So we realize everything is Buddha. All this form is display of Buddha. So if you have fear that you see that it's become, wherever you goes is Buddha's pure lane. You see anyone is also Buddha. So that is like can realize it. Usually we talk about all sentient beings Buddha, but then one day you really realize all sentient beings Buddha. When we recognize that, when we realize that, not only understanding intellectually, realize that, then no exist this lower realms, no exist 6 realms, only Buddhahood. So wherever we go, it's Buddha pure lane, Buddha lane. Okay, so that time then no any exist like kind of attached to clinging to the object. So all phenomena, recalling the practice is taught as an antidote to grasping at the self-nature of phenomena. Then the self-appearing mandala of pro-modern knowing is beyond any conceptual limitation of face, hand, color, shape, and the rest. Actually, the self-appearing mandala of pro-modern knowing means like absolute truth is beyond any conceptual limitation. No any this Buddha's colors exist, faces no exist. So this is all is like for us different symbolized meanings. For us, this Buddha's display for us, long as we have this self-clinging. But then one day we realize absolute truth. They all is So, see, self-appearing mandala of pro-motor knowing is beyond any conceptual limitation of face, hands, color, shape, and the rest. There are no exist anything there. This Buddha's face, hands, color, shape, and all this different kind of form body is appear to us. The reason is different kind symbolize meanings. Showing actually this symbolize showing the absolute truth. We recognize absolute truth. This symbolize also no exist there too. So this kind of area is like without our own experience, not easy to imagine. You know, that's the reason is here say beyond any conceptual. See, our mind is conceptual. We don't have a capacity measurement beyond non-conceptual. Only just some we show the examples. The example also actually all is a conceptual thought. The examples also really cannot show the absolute truth. That's why absolute truth is beyond the words, beyond the expression, beyond the thought. Only realizers then recognize their own experience. They cannot put in the words to say, to show something for others. So that's why the absolute truth is beyond the words. Only we can talk, show is relative truth. Sometimes like these conceptual thoughts make decisions. That decision is actually incorrect. We don't have capacity to make decision absolute truth. You know. Example, someone is a mother's womb, they're making decisions in this world. They never been in the world, they cannot make really decision in the world, right? Same like that. So then when they're born, they can see this world. In the person is in the mother's womb, they don't see the world, they don't have any experience, they cannot make any decision in this world. Same like that, you know, our conceptual thoughts make decision, but only bring our conceptual thoughts. Oh yeah, like that makes sense. But this is only our conceptual thoughts. That is not really truth. That's why Buddha said, this our eye, seeing, ears, hearing, and our capacity, these five senses, object is delusion. We don't see the absolute truth, reality. That's the reason Buddha said, I have to teach Dharma. If the people see this, our eye, our five senses, see all this absolute truth, then Buddha nothing to share the teachings. We already see truth, right? We don't see the truth. Our capacity is cannot make decision. Everything's uncertain. Uncertain. Change. We recognize ourselves. How many one day we make decisions? How many is we fear? You know, like think about all the childhood to enter know what we thought, what we just everything is just delusion. Same as dreaming. Nothing is in there is like right decision, anything there. So many things change all the time. This is all different levels capacities. So kids make decisions, adults see that it's kind of just kids make decisions, kids play, right? Kids thought. Adults has more capacity than kids. So then we are already actually kids. We are same as the kids in the samsara kids. Our mind is kids. That's the reason what we thought we make decision is all is incorrect, because it's a delusion. Only Buddha make decision is called absolute truth. Rare means like he understand the reality. That's why share the teaching, show the Dharma teachings for us. Okay, so now, however, the Buddha's awakened qualities, see this absolute truth actually beyond this color, hand, shapes, this all the different kind of Buddha's display is beyond that. So however means, but the Buddhas appear to this kind of like many forms and shape, different colors, different shapes, different form bodies. The reason is see Buddha's awakening qualities such as the 37 attributes of enlightenment. Then Buddha appear to this different kind of form body display. This form body display, different kind of shapes, form body colors, showing the quality, the Buddha's quality, showing the quality. We have to know that quality. See, it's the 37 attributes of enlightenment. See, 37 attributes of enlightenment qualities shows. These qualities appear to the form different kind. It's the symbolized meaning. That's the reason this each symbolizes recollecting the purity, means it's all these qualities come to the symbolized form body. We talk about the Chinese that has four arms. The forearm is four measurable. So like that, right? Four measurable practice. The four measurable four arms. The quality of the Buddha is come to the form display, symbolized. Manjushri, he hold the volume to the book. It symbolizes the wisdom, knowledge. So then some Buddha says like lotus flowers unstained. Unstained means like unstained samsaric obscurations. So that's kind of symbolized. This 37 is, if you wanted to know, in this stage of meditation has this explain 37. Then if you wanted to know more details, so you have to go more other books to find out. I don't have all these details right now. If you go that, each detail is a long time, take long, This is your research and study, okay? So one is like we're talking about the fearless, right? That's also Buddha's part one of the 37. Four fearless, four powers, like many like that. It's come to the 37 attributes of enlightenment. Quality. So that qualities arise to the form body is different symbolized meaning, and so forth. Arise to the perceptions of beings symbolically as the immeasurable deity palace and the deity with a specific face, hands, and multiple different attributes. Then this Yadam deity has also the deity palace. The deity palace are also different kind, depending followed by the, wrathful deity, peaceful deity, increasing deity, manifesting deity is like also different colors, different activities, follow different this immeasurable deity's palace too. So this all deity's palace also showing the Buddhahood, Buddha land, pure land. Symbolized meaning is. So we have to see that, and the deity's palace and the mandala. Then that create karmic imprints to future can reborn there. That's why this time some teachers make the deity's palace mandala, and then inside the Yidam deity. Some has big temples that make big temples mandala. So that is antidote to our self grasping to our house where we live, and then also we create habituate, like when we die, future life perception habituate is take the birth to Buddha's pure land. That's the reason they make the mandalas, build the mandalas. So mandalas, some have tangas, and some has reared the house. Actually, these temples also design is followed by the mandala. Many ancient Buddhist temples. Center they put in the main temple. The shape is 4 direction, 4 square, and this all is followed by mandala, top level and bottom, and then many different the part of the residential. So this all shape followed by the mandalas. But not all the temples. Some temples follow like that. Then some mandala temples, people don't stay there, just only put in the statues, make Buddhas, make different kind of deity, Yadam deity, which is a Yadam deity, their statue is in there. Then some is make very small, just like people that can put in office, like something, small mandalas. It's many different kind. So that's all has a symbolized meanings, different meanings. This is all part of recollecting the purity. Yeah, multiple different attributes. Perceptions of beings symbolically as the measurable deity palace and the deity with a specific face, hands, and multiple different attributes. These are all symbols pointing to the absolute nature. So that's the main point. This Buddha's author symbolize is pointing to the absolute nature. Pointing to the absolute nature. The Kagyu tradition, see, we have a Vajra Yogini is peg heads. The peg heads also showing the pointing to the absolute truth. It's like non-dual, non-dualistic. Then Vajra Yogini skull cup is also showing non-conceptual. And non-conceptual thoughts, non-conceptual, no any thoughts there, non-conceptual. The peg head shows non-dualistic. And then her color shows passionate compassion, energy, compassion, red color. And the 3 eyes shows 3 times no exist. Sometimes show 3 eyes symbolizes seeing 3 times. But actually 3 times seeing means like no exist. 3 times also no exist. That means really you see the 3 times. Usually we think seeing 3 times means, oh, he knows the past, future, this time. That's also okay, but that is also one level of the practicing, realize actually. More higher is 3 times no exist. No dualistic, right? So that kind of all the symbolize showing, pointing to the absolute nature. So that's the already finished 3 aspect practice. So first one, we have to visualize clearly, vividly, and the Yidam deity. We need to use Tanga, pictures, energy, and log that and create, when close eye, the Buddha is appear to mind. So when you think about the Chinreze is appear to clearly our mind. When thinking about the Tara is clearly our mind, vividly emptiness is seeing clearly there. Same is a rainbow light, substantial, as kind of no physical form. Yeah. So that's we have to visualize the Yadam deity. That helps for release our emotions and our sometimes like we have a nervous, scared, unpleasant feelings. When you have that, visualize the Yadam deity, come to clearly your mind, you can release these all fears. And then transforming our impure perceptions too. So when you think about the Yadam deity, already cut through already emotions. Actually, the Dzogchen that talk about the Tikchu is cutting. This visualize the Yadam deity also same is cutting, cutting emotions, cutting the thoughts. Negative thoughts, when you visualize the Yadam deity, cannot come together. When you have a negative emotion and the thoughts, visualize the Yadam deity, cut all this negative emotion and the thoughts. So that means like when we have clearly visualized, we have to practice that often and often. Then one day comes negative thoughts, emotions, think about the Tara. Tara is able to clearly our mind. The mind resting with that, you can release all negative thoughts, emotions. It's a very powerful practice. And then when you have a scared, nervous, unpleasant, feeling comes, visualize Tara and comes Tara is into your mind, then naturally release these emotions, thoughts, and unpleasant feelings. Right? So that is called visualize clearly, and we have to practice often and often. Otherwise, when we have when negative thoughts, emotions comes with cannot use right away this method. If we not habituate, we have to practice often and often. You habituate to practice often and often. Then when it's negative thoughts, emotions, and when your like unpleasant fears comes, think about the Tara or Chinreze, any Buddha, Yadam deities, you can release all these fears. So the second I share with you the stable deity pride, right? Deity pride is positive pride. Stable means like mind need to connect with Buddha very stably. Cannot be shaking means like go back to ordinary. Sometimes we think ordinary person. Oh, I'm Buddha, I'm ordinary. That's called shaking, not stable. Stable means like when you meditate, you realize you are Chinreze or Tara is confident, not shaking. Yeah. Then you have, long as you have stable, then you have confidence naturally there. If your mind is not stable, you don't have confidence. So that also we have to develop our through the visualization and practice Yadam deity. This right now what I'm sharing, teaching is a very high level. We don't get that easily there. That means like we're completion level. So that's the reason we have to practice auto level first. Like you can think about ordinary, right? No, we are ordinary person, right? Then we visualize the Yadam deity, and sometimes we can connect with the Yadam. So log to the Yadam's nature, log to our mind, and mind seeing the Yadam deity, and then kind of like you feels like same nature, same nature, like Yadam's nature, our nature mind is same nature mind. You feel that, you meditate more, practice that way, it comes more close to Yadam deity. The tantra, this level, 9 level tantra levels, 9 different tantra. This all 9 different levels is first is like we are regular, very regular, ordinary. Yidam is very high, like we think, oh, it's already enlightened beings. We are regular beings. So big, long distance, like kind of big distance. Then you more close up is like called tantra, is like level up to means become yidam in our mind is inseparable, means highest level tantra. So we have to, our goal is that. The goal is yidam dating mind and our mind have to realize inseparable. When you realize that, then you reach the already accomplishment. Until that, we have to practice. Sometimes we think, oh, I cannot do that, too far. You know, sometimes we think, oh, I can do, sometimes not. It's always change our mind. It's not stable, right? Of course, that is, we don't have enough practice. We don't practice all the time yidam deity. Some practitioners, their whole life is to practice one yidam deity, focus. You know, completion one yidam deity, you accomplish whole yidam deity, all the yidam deities. Then we think about ourselves, how many hours we practice yidam deity, like one day. We don't really focus 1 hour, actually. Then you think about how we can accomplish this inseparable yidam deity, and our mind is inseparable, means. Right now it's very far away distance, long distance, right? So at least you practice every day, like maybe 3 hours, 4 hours, then have chance to get the level. So our mind is put more energy, other mundane perceptions. That's habit you create is more strong than practice yidam deity, see? That's why not easy to achieve to that level. But we practice more and more often and often. We are just kind of more close connecting to the level. Yeah. So that's the second level. And deity like stable deity pride. Then third is we have that's recollecting, recollecting the piety. So recollecting piety, this is only one page here. It's very short today in our hearing teaching, so even not really one page. But you must go back to read this stage of meditation, your homework is. So these 3 elements or 3 aspects is a very important section. Next week, I cannot teach on the way, So we take 1 week, maybe take off. So you read this practice. In the stage of meditation, give more informations. The recollecting piety is more information in there. Why Yidam Buddha has 1 head? Why have 3 eyes? Why have 3 heads like that? All this symbolized meaning is in there. Then you go back to read again other part, generation stage. So these teachings, when we share in some teachers like really philosophy way follow, it takes all the time. It's like hours, like 1 word to explain. Last time we shared this teaching, whole thing is like 2 hours, 2 hours, something like that. So now we see how many days we follow. Still we are in the second, actually first, the main practice, first main practice. So If you more study and go slow, it's become more stuck head. Teaching very fast, looks like okay, you get all information, but actually not really stuck anything in your head. Go slowly and then read again and again. So stuck your head and then you really learn something. We don't have a rush. You know, we can go slow and you have to read again. And also sometimes I can go back to share again some, remind you again. That's why when we starting before teaching, I just summary like we go back to think about 4 thoughts meditation first, right? And then preliminary practice, uncommon preliminary practice, special preliminary practice. They all comes stuck again and again in your head. The basic preliminary practice. Right away you think, 4 thoughts. Uncommon preliminary practice, mandala offering, 100,000 postation. It's refuge prayers, Vajrasattva. This all comes to your head. Otherwise, like finish teachings, like go fast, we finish 1 month after, I say, special preliminary practice. What is special preliminary practice? There's no hair in the head there, already gone. Then I say, which is special preliminary practice? Then some maybe come up 4 thoughts. Already wrong answer, right? So take longer and have to get into your head. Dharma is like not actually when Dharma teaching is no same as usually we give teaching in the score. Score you teach, you go fast, it's okay. Dharma, it stuck heads and use that practicing. If you don't practice, then even hairs, of course, benefit, but not much transform, change. Practice Dharma means we have to at least change, transform something, right? We have to use this method. See, no, today we talk about clinging to all the phenomena, clinging to the appearance of external world and its contents as being rare and inherently existing. It's what is known as clinging to the rare or self-nature of phenomena. So this meditation we have to use, right? Practice. Otherwise, it's very beautiful words in the book, but when you finish the teaching, then our mind is like just same goes regular again. It's already gone. So you start this in the head, something you strongly attach to the object fixation. So you use this thing, this like appearance is not exist. Or something is like transformed to the pure perception. So we have to use this in our daily life, this practice. Clinging to the appearance of an external world and its contents as being rare and inherently exist is what is known as clinging to the rare or self-nature of phenomena. Recalling the purity is taught as an antidote to grasping at the self-nature of phenomena. See, this is very short, more information in the, actually, I think, Stage of Meditation book. And we have to at least use this method. We are clinging, attached to all these phenomena, right? So we cannot use like 100%, but some at least mindful and awareness when clinging to this all the phenomena, like think about, yeah, it's kind of a delusion or kind of emptiness, not exist, permanent, impermanent, or this impure attached object is transformed to the pure perceptions. Change. Like clinging to the appearance means like clinging to your enemy. they're stuck in your head. When you see that person, you hear this voice, no happy. That means clinging. So transform means the person, okay, oh, it's a Buddha, right? How hard to think that? We already got this through teaching, but actually go put in the practice is hard. Yeah. See, somebody said like harsh words, clinging to that, fixation to that. It's kind of a hit arrow in our heart. So that is called clinging. That is called to the fixation. So now we say this practice is like transform that, introduce to that means the words is we seeing the mantra, hearing the mantra, right? Buddha's song. Then no fixation to the words, no clinging to the words. So that means like actually transform, you know, it's introduced to our clinging. Make sense or no? So we had to think that, you know, we talk about, oh, appearance is a Buddha is easy. Go follow the teaching, then think about, oh, appearance is a Buddha, but comes someone we doesn't like somebody, we see that. then you can say, oh, it's a Buddha or not. So we can say very easily, okay, all sound is mantra, right? Or whatever heard the song is a mantra. Of course, whatever saying the form is a Buddha, then all hearing song is a mantra. But really mantra or not, somebody tell you harsh words and telling you something, you know, like negativity. Then you can see all sound is a mantra or not. Okay, so now we can leave today here and think about, you know, use practice. And then next teaching, if I can do, if it can change the day is this way, I'll let you know. If it cannot change it, we're going to other way follow. Do you understand what it means? Like, I mean, it's if I can do maybe Friday something, you know, Sunday or Saturday, because next, no, this way, sorry, no, this way is like following week. This Saturday, Sunday, I have teaching here, but another following week, if I cannot do Wednesday, then I check is probably okay, or Thursday I cannot do. Friday, Saturday, Sunday I can check that days is available. Okay, if not available, then follow the next next Wednesday. Just skip one day.
That's okay.
Okay, that's okay. Yeah.
Yeah, just let me know and I'll put out an email to everybody.
Yeah.
When you're available.
Okay. Yeah. So think about then use this practice. So only read is very easy. Here is very easy, but use the practice and your effort. It's not easy, yeah? Contemplate means like that, contemplate. We have to contemplate. Think about again and again. It's really helpful for our mind. Use this method. Sometimes we hear lots of teachings, but then we say, oh yeah, this like talk, or it's all sentient beings, Buddha, or you know, seeing forms is a Buddha, and talk about this kind of lot. But one day we get something we never use. We never use this method, right? That means like we don't have enough listening, teaching too. If you hear again and again, like at least start your head, it's get more mindful. Okay, so now if you have any questions, ask question. And so I can have a later time, you know, and then I have like only 15 minutes. Then after I have to go. And today I'm in somebody's office here, and actually on the way to going to another place, Kuala Lumpur. Going to Kuala Lumpur today. Tomorrow I'm going up to Ganteng Haling in the mountain. It's Malaysia's most tourist place. And then we're going to stay the 3 days retreat, meditation, practice 3 days. After that, I'm going to Sri Lanka. That's why next week I cannot share the teaching. Sri Lanka, and this teaching Vajrayana is come from Sri Lanka. There's in the history, you know, Vajrayana teaching is the Sri Lanka has one mountain. The mountain is name is the Tibetan called the Ro Namja Malayam Barawatse. It's very beautiful words. I heard that like Sri Lanka people call Adams or something, Adams Mountain or something, Adams Mountain. So the 5 disciples went up to in this top that mountain, and they're calling, you know, aspiring like supplication to Buddha. Then Buddha appeared to them and giving this Vajrayana teachings. So that some history talk like that. So I'm going to that mountain. I can send you the pictures, okay? Share with you. But November is very hardest time to go there. It's a lot of rain, and hopefully, okay. It's a tourist season is starting only December. So middle of December. No, the tourist companies no accept to take people go up there in the November. So I already hired the one individual guide. 3 a.m. morning, have to go up to the mountain to like get up there morning sunrise. 4 hours after. I heard that. Okay. Yes, questions. Debbie, please.
I have a question. So Khenpo, yes, like you were talking about using this every day, and when we have situations, like people say things and then we have to hear those voices as mantra, but I'm pretty in the relative world here, but how do we, you know, how do you shift that? I mean, and how do you create boundaries, you know, with people? If people are doing something wrong, you can't just hear their voices mantra. You know, you have to.
Yeah, you cannot see the mantra. Even you cannot see the mantra. People heard the harsh words, the difficulty, right? But just long as you have enough patience, and the song is not really strong grasping fixation to that. The song is not really hit your mind. Usually, you know, who says like harsh words is unpleasant. It's the arrow is your heart. Same is like that. There's actually example is like the you know, words is not warping. More words than warping destroy the mind and heart, right? So how can you this word is become warping or useless? So that is we have an ability to do. Up to us. The heard the song, no right away anger and upset, like just hearing song, you have a patience to listening and realize that the song, whatever says, is like empty or impermanent, or you just think, oh, person is influenced by, controlled by emotions. So like anyway, you have like mindful awareness, something there. The word is cannot be warping. Right? Even you cannot see mantra, of course, it's not easy to hear the mantra, but we heard these words, regular words. So, but cannot be warping, you know. We don't, that word is warping to our heart. So think, okay, that's mindful awareness, just patient, and then maybe think about the person is influenced by anger, is controlled by anger. At least we have awareness that the words really not strongly affect our mind. Yeah, then just also, okay, so his anger, no, I'm not going to talk. And he's going to change something, you have patience, something, let it be wait. That's why we don't do actions right away. Action is too right, it's like always a mistake.
Khenpo, can you explain what the word you said, warping? What does that mean, warping?
Warping is a knife and arrows and destroy something, use that is destroy your body and something, right? That's called warping, yeah?
Warping.
Weapon. Is that weapon?
Weapon.
Yes.
Yes.
Weapon.
Weapon.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Weapon.
Okay.
Khenpo, just then
Yes.
you give the example of Vajrayogini, the ornaments she has. I'd like to know what's the symbolic meaning of the 50 fresh human heads hanging on her neck.
Yeah, 50 fresh human heads is called. So 50 mental formations. Our mind is a sub-mental consciousness. It's called 50 mental formations. That 50 mental formation is already transformed to, it's the actually kind of reality, absolute truth. The meaning is like 50 mental formation is like causes of thoughts, emotions. That's already purified, gone. That's why Vajra Yogin has 50 fresh heads. 50 fresh heads is a 50 mental formation transformed into the natural mind.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Khenpo, can
Yes.
you comment a little bit on the nature of Dharmakaya?
Nature of Dharmakaya is your mind is empty, and that is called actually Dharmakaya.
Emptiness.
Yeah, emptiness. Our mind is not permanently inherently exist. So you look to your mind, you cannot find physically permanently exist. You see your mind is emptiness. That is called Dharmakaya.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Khenpo, you mentioned with Dharmakaya, like that you were sitting in that room and Dharmakaya would be like Dharmakaya is everywhere, so you could be there, but we can see you.
That is like this. All the Buddhas, where does it come from? Actually, source is emptiness.
And then what about Sambhogakaya and Nirmanakaya?
Natural emptiness.
Nature.
Sambhogakaya is also your mind. Clarity is a Sambhogakaya. Your mind and clarity, emptiness, inseparable is called Nirmanakaya. All this Tirikaya is our mind. Mind nature. 3 different aspects is called Tirikayas. Actually, only one. So that is the highest level way to understand the Tirikaya. Absolute truth Tirikaya, okay?
Okay.
Relative truth Tirikaya is Buddha Amitabha is Dharmakaya, Chinreza is Sambhogakaya, the Pema Sambhava is Nirmanakaya.
Okay.
Auto level Tirikaya. The auto level, many Tirikayas, many Buddhas we can put pointing the Tirikayas. But inner level trikaya, secret trikaya, okay? Outer level trikaya, inner level trikaya, secret level trikayas. Outer level trikaya is we pointing out Buddha Amitabha is Dharmakaya, Shenreza is Sambhonakaya, Pema Sambhava is Namanakaya, Buddha Shakyam is Mone is Namanakaya, like that. Okay, then inner level kaya is your body is Namanakaya, your speech is Sambhonakaya, your mind is Dharmakaya. Then secret Trikaya is your mind, emptiness is Dharmakaya, your mind, clarity is Sambhonakaya, clarity, emptiness, inseparable is Namanakaya. That is the highest level. You cannot go more further than that.
Wow. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you everyone.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Yeah. See you. So take care and don't forget the homework practice, okay?
Okay,
Yeah.
thank you,
We
Khenpo.
will practice.
Mindful
Khenpo, be
awareness.
careful
Yes.
when you climb the mountain.
Yes.
Okay.
Bye.
Yeah.
Rejoice you.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Okay, and shutting down.
Thank you.
Okay.